Hello everyone, Vinny Nebula here, and welcome to my playthrough of Pokemon Volt White. This is a ROM hack made by Drayano. I'll be sure to leave his channel linked in the video description. Yeah, the dialogue from Professor Juniper here is different. In a nutshell, Pokemon Volt White and Blaze Black are difficulty ROM hacks of... They're vanilla Pokemon Black and White, but they're difficulty ROM hacks where every single Pokemon is available rather than just being limited to the Unova Pokedex. And certain Pokemon have type changes, certain Pokemon have stat changes. And all the trainers that you battle are going to have different Pokemon from what they usually use in vanilla Black and White. This particular playthrough of Pokemon Volt White that I'm going to be doing is going to have a twist. I'm only going to be using Dark-type Pokemon, and I have to adhere to the level caps of the bosses. Just to raise the challenge factor more higher than it already is. Oh, I forgot to mention. Pokemon also have different abilities. And usually it's their hidden abilities. Or it could be something that's entirely new. Yeah, it's that's usually a little note from Professor Juniper, but instead it's a note from Drayano himself. Once again, I'll leave a link in the description for his channel. And maybe the Google Drive, where he has all his ROM hacks. Yeah, we're gonna be choosing Tepig. Choosing your starter isn't gonna be super impactful, but I'm choosing Tepig because the Oshawott line becomes water fighting once Oshawott becomes Dewott, so that's gonna make the Charon fights slightly more difficult. I know it doesn't matter, but I'm curious. Huh, adaptability. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Tepig line's second ability is adaptability. And those stats look okay, too, I think. You know, I actually have a cheat enabled that lets me check the IVs. Yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna be... That's something I should also bring up. I have a couple cheats enabled. They're not super impactful. It's the aforementioned IV and EV checker and the disable low HP music. Yeah, those are the only cheats I'm using, though. I have nothing but praise for the music and the sound effects of Gen 5, but I think that low HP music is fucking obnoxious, so the moment I discovered there was a cheat to turn it off, I gleefully copy-pasted it. Also, I could have tail whipped the Snivy, but I chose not to, because I know Snivy has Contrary. Yeah, the Tepig line's second ability, other than, you know, the usual Blaze, it's adaptability. And I'm pretty sure the entire line is like that. And Snivy's is Contrary, and Oshawott is Vital Spirit, I'm pretty sure. At least I can tail whip you. Also, the rivals, their starters are always going to have their second ability. You, on the other hand, it's an RNG between Blaze and adaptability, in Tepig's case, anyway. Also, fun fact, in an earlier version of Pokemon Volt White and Blaze Black, Tepig became Fire and Dark when it evolved into Pignite. Either that or it became Fire and Dark once it fully became Emboar. I can't remember which, but... yeah, I think Pignite became Fire and Dark when it evolved from Tepig in an earlier version. In this version, the latest version, which has been the latest for over a decade, Pignite becomes Fire and Ground. Dewott becomes Water Fighting, and Serperior, not Servine, but Serperior, becomes Grass and Dragon. Yeah, you get the bicycle pretty early. Normally, it isn't until Nimbasa City where you get the bicycle. But here, you get it pretty early. Let me just... saw you had to see the mouse cursor for a moment. Actually, yeah, it's gonna bug me until I check this. I'm pretty sure you could assign that at the press of a button. Yeah. That really wasn't necessary, but I was itching to try the bike. And of course, Bianca leaves with us anyway, against her father's wishes. Oh, I meant to check Tepig's IVs. I know it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to be using it, but... still, I'm curious. I think it's worthless to do so. I'm going to be giving nicknames, but only to Pokemon I'm actually using in the long run. Now, before I forget, impish nature. I guess that's okay, but damn, you know, those stats are actually good, save for special defense and special attack, but who runs Embor as a special attacker? I mean, it's doable, it's just that it's not usual because Embors that are used competitively, if they even are, run reckless with recoil moves. The bevy of them that they learn. Oh, you know, I just remembered something. After this dialogue is over, there's something I just remembered I needed to do. Set the text speed to fast and the battle scene to set, because, yeah, we're going to be playing on set, because, you know, the sake of challenge, real men play on set anyway. I know in the catching tutorial in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, if Wally gets a high IV Zigzagoon and he runs into a low IV Roltz, he can actually KO the thing during the scripted battle. But can that happen here? I'm pretty sure it looks like proccing a crit would just cause the Patrat to faint. Thank you. Those will come in handy when we reach Route 2, where we catch our first couple dark types. Those being Purloin and Poochyena. Yeah, you two can do that. None of them are dark type, so I ain't interested. You're not new, but yeah, in this ROM hack, you can run into level 6 ones. I'm pretty sure the level ranges are 3 to 8. I want to see if there's anything new we can run into here. I mean, of course there is, but there we are. I'm pretty sure Pidgey's moveset, even at this level, it has Razor Wind. I mean, Razor Wind sucks, but yeah, Razor Wind is an 80 base powered 2-turn move. Hoot Hoot. Zigzagoon. Another Pidgey. Starly. You can also run into Sentret here and Rattata. I don't know what the odds are. In the documentation that's provided when you download the ROM hack, it tells you everything: the trainer rosters, the wild Pokemon you run into on each route, as well as the chances of them appearing on that route, and also their type and stat changes if there are any. You know, I realized following the level cap just might be impossible this early in the game, because the first end fight, the level cap is 6. Unless you caught a couple things on Route 1 that are level 6. Or raise them to level 6. If you were to follow the level cap, your starter wouldn't be able to make that level cap because they're level 7 by this point. Because Drayano actually increased the EXP yield for all 3 of the starters. Here, get these. Some potions. Glorified PETA speech here. You know, it actually, in all fairness, it's a powerful speech. Like, if you've read the manga, people are actually influenced by it. The Pokemon Special Black and White manga, I think it's called. Yeah, instead of the usual level 7 Purloin, I think it is, it's 3 Pokemon. They're all level 6. Yeah, after this fight, Tepig's usage is going to be coming to an end. Still has Purloin. Yeah, Nincada and Mankey are the 2 extras. Yeah, that's something I should mention. The gym leaders. Every single one of them in the game has 6 Pokemon. So yeah, you're going to be getting into intense fights against them. Like, even the Striaton gym proves troublesome. When I played this without commentary, I had such a massive struggle against the first gym. Yeah, Route 2 is where we're going to be catching our first couple party members, those being Poochyena and Purloin. Ooh, it's a female Poochyena as well. Guys, I have just the nickname for a female Poochyena. Ooh. Easy peasy. Oh, not R. S. You know, I'm not using the speed up button. I didn't use the speed up button, so I'm just gonna use the mouse. Shenzi. The hyena leader from the Lion King. A quick feat. You know, I just realized I can't remember what ability I wanted to. Well, this Poochyena is kind of mediocre anyway, but I gotta check some things off screen first, and I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, Quick Feet is the right ability that I want, because Quick Feet Poochyenas evolve into Moxie Mighty Enas, and I want that. But what I don't want is that mediocre attack IV. Yeah, I'll put Shenzi in the box for now. And if I can never seem to catch a better Pooch, I'm just gonna roll with it. Alright, I'm back, everyone. And I decided I'm just gonna keep the same Poochyena. Guys, I looked it up, and Poochyena has a 5% chance of appearing on Route 2. And I must have ran into random encounters like 50 times trying to get another female Pooch, and that one had the wrong ability. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll with Shenzi here. I mean, I know it's trivial that it has to be a female Poochyena, but I wanted to use a female Poochyena named Shenzi, okay? I ran into some male Poochyenas, but rather they be female. But yeah, Purloin is our next target. Particularly a male one with Prankster. I think I'm just gonna cut it here until I actually run into one. Alright, I found a male Purloin, but the big question is, does it have Prankster? Though it's hard to tell, seeing how Purloin is usually faster than a Poochyena. And yes, I want it to be a male Purloin because I want it to... It's for the nickname I'm about to give it. Plus, I need a male Purloin anyway for the purpose it's going to serve later. Yeah, it looks like I used the speed up button not too long ago. The FPS counter at the top left corner is going nuts. Usually when Melon DS does that, you can't use the touchscreen for some time until it, you know, stops being erratic. But yeah, Babu is going to be the name for this Purloin. Doesn't have Limber. Alright everyone, I am back. I think I found a Purloin I can settle with. Yeah, this is the IV page, this is the stat page, and this is the EV page. Back to the IV page. That speed is kind of mediocre. I really couldn't think of a better word than that. Yeah, that attack's okay. God. Damn my anal retentiveness for decent fucking IVs. I've been at this forever. But anyway, I think I can settle with this. Currently, the level cap is at 10, because that's the highest level of Bianca's starter in the upcoming rival fight. Go back and heal real quick, and then... I think after the first trainer battle, actually, maybe I should... Should I train up Babu some? At level 8, Purloin gets Feint Attack in this ROM hack, and I think it would really do some good if it learned that. So, I'm gonna have to cut away again. And we are back! I just KO'd a level 7 Purloin, and that got me my level for Feint Attack. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk about this, but I've always been forgetting to. Babu. That nickname is a reference to Cheryl's pet ocelot from Archer. That show's fucking hilarious, by the way. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it. I wanted a male Purloin in particular because there is actually a purpose that's going to be serving, that it's going to be serving later. And I don't remember if Babu's gender was ever determined in Archer. But yeah, I always assumed it was male. That is nice. That is nice damage. But sleep is not nice. It's just a hoot hoot. What harm can it do? I don't know how I feel about Wurmple. I'm worried about it because it gets bug bite, but it's a Wurmple. I'd be more worried about Weedle, because seriously, during the search for Purloin, as well as the grinding for the levels, I've I've been... You're not going to believe this. I've been having trouble with Weedle. Well, it probably got stat boosts, and the thing gets Bug Bite and Poison Tail. Actually, I should check real quick. Did it? Did Weedle get buffed? I actually got the documentation tab pulled up right now, and I'm looking as I'm going through this. Going through this battle, I mean. Weedle, 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 where are you? Yeah, it doesn't look like it got stat changes, but for whatever reason, I've been failing to run away from the Weedles, and their Poison Tails and Bug Bites are hitting harder than they seemingly should. I am gonna heal, and then I'll be back. Alright, back again. Yeah, you're next. Is Shenzi in front? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this trainer has 4 Pokemon. Yeah, 4. Shenzi, I don't think she's going to be learning Bite until level 13 or 14. I don't remember. It's not going to be getting its first stab move for a while. Ooh. Caterpie also gets Bug Bite. But I will switch out because I need Shenzi to gain the EXP. At least it's not Bug Bite. Me and my mouth. Well, joke's on you. Feint Attack ignores accuracy drops, and evasion increases. Yeah, Shenzi's a little beat up. There is a chance I will lose this. Ah, there we are. Sand Attack. Assist is gimmicky. I don't think I'm going to be using it. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this recording session. Next time, we're going to be heading towards Striaton City. There'll be the next Bianca fight beforehand. There will be the next Bianca fight beforehand. Fuck, I can't talk. But for now, if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.